They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing, because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to the Woodshed, East Lansing, Michigan. Spartans Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas Jayhawks, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Jayhawks ready to get this thing started and open the season. On the move from inside his 5. He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. Wide open, it's a foot race. They won't get it. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returner, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw on first down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, quarterback's lucky on that play because when you miss slant throws behind, if the defense is in zone coverage, there might be a defender standing right there willing to take that ball and return it for a touchdown.
That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Collier. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. This guy fits that Spartan quarterback mold, a guy who makes plays, a Jeff Smoker, a Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, a guy that you can depend on. You got to find that guy that can complement who you are and what you are, and so you can get a lot of the fans going, go green, go white. Find the complement at quarterback to this offense.
Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Turning it on. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. The Spartans will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Sparty. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. On the run deep down the right side. Holds it in. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive. Maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later, go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on 1st down. First play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot. Exactly what happened. Nice job.
You want to talk about flipping the script. They just did that with a huge play, and now they've got it 1st and 10 in plus territory. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. Let's talk a little bit about Michigan State. They start the season in the top 5 prime position to make a run. But what's the biggest danger there, Jesse?
Well, they need to avoid complacency. Top 5 tells me you've got potential. You were a good team a year ago. You got a lot of talent. There's going to be a lot of really tough games on the schedule this year, David. So why not start early right here in week 1 and come shooting out of the cannon?
Shooting out of the cannon with a start that everybody gets to look at, see how good you are. And that first impression is really big, right? Like, you can start climbing quickly and really get a high marks in people's heads if you can start the season on a great note.
They started this drive with a big play, but now they need a conversion to keep it alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And now the lead is extended.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg. 50 plus, and he did it with ease.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard, you're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, to not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could...
Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
And when the offense goes empty, that triggers the defense to want to blitz. The linebacker came that time. They couldn't get him blocked, and down goes the DB.
And the Jayhawks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Finds his tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. While will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They're going back to the ground.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And the Jayhawks decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points before half.
Yeah, 2 biggest things are you got to protect the quarterback, and the QB cannot throw a pick here in this situation. If you do those 2 things, you got an opportunity here to steal some points.
The offense will have to use its first time out of the half.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Complete to the right. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Timeout, Michigan State.
Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. After the earlier field goal, they'll try again, this time a 43-yard attempt. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? The spirited environment there in East Lansing. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete...
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Boyd. He is going nowhere. Stops at the line of scrimmage.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Ben, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him. Got him on the ground too quick.
The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got... They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It's squint.
And into the end zone. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. Once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
A first down run in the red zone. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan State. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Man, as a quarterback, you've got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be third down.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage.
Oh, I didn't see him.
And this defense really needed something to go right. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. Makes the grab, and he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. The handoff keeps working on that clock. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Finding open areas. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Spartans look to keep this drive humming. Toss to the outside. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans!
Game one, you want to come out and put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. Imagine who's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Back to pass, it's Winfield. Pressure coming. Grabbed over the middle, it's Robertson.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And that's a really good job by the QB, getting the ball out of his hands, knowing where the sticks are, getting the first down. And they saw something they liked.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. Back to pass on second down. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. On On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Punt is in the air. He'll return it from the 50. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
Oh, he's got some space.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Touchdown, Sparty. And they take it in. It's more points.
Second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point. Game one going exactly how they scripted it to be.
maybe. Hmm.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it.
Oh, that's what it is.
He'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Kansas offense returns to the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive later.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
And those are so frustrating on defense. You swarm to the football, you stick the quarterback, and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Yeah. Let it flow through my veins.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And this defense has put a game together. It is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50 now. Looking downfield on first down. He's got an open man. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Yeah, way to be creative, way to get the ball in the field really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
Even with this lead, they'll throw again. Oh, they're after him. It's complete to the left. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players come out. You have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute, get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
You can do it to yourself. Psychosis.
This is for informational purposes only. For medical advice or diagnosis, consult a professional. Psychosis is a complex mental health state characterized by a disconnection from reality. It is not a diagnosis in itself, but rather a symptom of various underlying conditions. When someone experiences psychosis, their brain struggles to process information, leading to confusion between what is real and what is not. Core symptoms. Psychosis typically manifests through two primary experiences: hallucinations, sensing things that aren't there. This most commonly involves hearing voices, auditory, but can also include seeing, visual, smelling, or feeling things that others do not perceive. Delusions. Strong fixed beliefs that are not based in reality and do not change even when presented with conflicting evidence, e.g., believing you have superpowers or are being watched. Disorganized thinking. Speech that is difficult to follow, jumping between unrelated topics, or word salad. Depersonalization. Feeling outside of one's body, or that the world around them isn't real. Common causes. Psychosis can be triggered by a wide array of factors, ranging from genetics to temporary external stressors. Category. Examples: mental health conditions, schizophrenia, bipolar disorder, manic episodes, or severe depression. Physical factors: extreme sleep deprivation, high fever, or neurological conditions like Parkinson's. Substances:
There we go.